You're listening to littlepodcast.com.
Why you gotta take it there?
Retake. This isn't good.
We're not talking about any integrity in
We
this
are
room.
trying to exploit a generation.
Ever tell you about that time when I paid for Chinese food with the DVD? The grease is the gravy.
You guys played footsie under the table.
Yes, that's irrelevant.
I can smell Pepto-Bismol from here. It tastes like an antacid tablet. Why are there so many Draculas everywhere? No, there's potato vodka everywhere.
Welcome to Born in the 80s, episode 150.
Yay!
What?
Yay!
Yeah. Well, let me introduce myself. Here's a beat. Okay. My name is John, and I'm on a podcast. That's right, Adam can't rap that fast. He sucks quite a bit. Hey, his wordsmithing is really quite shit. Oh, okay. All right, let's start the episode for real. Okay,
What? I want to say yay
you want to say yay?
after 150.
Okay,
a
you
milestone.
can. You know
It's a
what? This is 150. I'm gonna let it slide. The episode's begun. I am John Rowe, your host, joined by
Adam Ham.
Adam Eagle Eyes Ham.
One take.
Eagle Eyes One Take Ham. That's right. We did one take.
We did one take.
One take. That's Adam. Man, did you know that you're my hero?
I did not know that. No.
You're not. But I just said that because it's a line from a song.
Oh.
You know that one?
Nope.
You know what's weird is that whenever we're on, so we don't have like we don't have like video for this because Adam and I are both too lazy to do it, and Adam's still too lazy to put his mic on a stand. So it's not on the same. We went through this.
It sits loosely on there. I don't like the way it sits. I feel like it's not secure.
So Adam can't have a video pointed at his face, so it would be on the side and it would be weird. But right now, Adam's Google Plus thing is him holding a baby, so every time Adam talks, I see a picture of a baby. It's just weird.
Okay.
Adam's holding a baby which I met.
You did.
I went. All right, let's get into it.
Okay.
So we took a week off
Yeah.
because I took a week off of
Yep.
living. Because when you travel down to Illinois and you're hanging out with Adam Ham for a week, you are not living. You're LIVIN living.
Yeah.
It's living.
Uh-huh.
And doing nothing for an entire week.
Yeah. That's right.
Literally.
Talking vacation.
Yeah, like Adam and I took a staycation at Adam's place.
Yep.
We hung out. What did we do? Name a
OG.
thing.
We watched
OG.
some Doctor Who.
That's right. The new season.
Yeah.
We could talk about that.
We watched a fuck ton of Louis.
Yep, the entire series so far.
We did. Yeah.
Yep.
What else did we do?
Wrestling.
Oh yeah, we watched a lot of wrestling.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Yeah.
We watched Raw together.
Played a buttload of WoW.
And we played a lot of World of Warcraft together.
Played a lot of World of Warcraft.
Adam hasn't played much this week.
No, I haven't. I think I kind of I don't want to say I oversaturated myself, but I just kind of I'm at the point now where what I really need to do is just rating. And I was locked out of the ones I needed to do for a while. So I was just kind of I've done some dailies and stuff like that, but
Yeah. It takes a bit. It's kind of like you
Yeah.
hit a plateau, and then you need to move up to the next plateau.
yeah.
You basically need to find the next carrot on the stick that you're looking for.
Yeah, exactly.
And for me, I need to get a 10 or 25 man normal garage kill. That's my the final raid boss of this expansion. I need to get a kill of him. So that's my next goal, and I'm most of the way there.
Cool.
I've killed every boss but him. So that'll be neat. And I have a high enough item level now that I can get into just listed groups. Because there's I guess it's other raids, which they're getting rid of for the next expansion, but you can just put your name on a big list and people can invite you to cross-realm groups to do raids, normal or heroic or 10 or 25 man.
Yeah.
So hopefully I'll be able to get a pickup group garage kill. We'll see. if that is possible. Otherwise, I can go on with the guild. Hopefully, we'll see how it works out. But like what? So for those of you who don't play World of Warcraft, it's a lot of jargon right now. But Garrosh Hellscream is the final boss in the final dungeon of the game before the next expansion comes out. And before the next patch, which comes out sometime in October, there's an achievement that you get for defeating Garrosh Hellscream that's like ahead of the curve, it's called, because I'm assuming that the pre-expansion patch is going to boost everyone's power level, so it's going to be a lot easier to kill him.
Yeah.
So it's, they're basically like, all right, you got it when it was still like at the normal difficulty level. Here is a wolf mount to ride around on.
Too.
You're never going to get it.
I know.
There's no way. There's no way.
No, it would take way too long.
The only way you could get it is if you're in a 25-man as a carry, which I found out is a term. I tried to get into a disastrous pickup group Wednesday night, and this guy actually was really cool that ran it. He had like Skype info. I guess his guild. I guess he doesn't have a guild or whatever, but they just didn't do a 25-man run or whatever, and he tried to set up a pickup group 25-man, and like everyone got on Skype, and I was locked out because they started at the third boss, and I had already completed the first 4 with our guild, so I couldn't get in. So I was waiting outside the entrance and listening to him on Skype, and they're trying to beat the Shav Pride, I think, is the it's the 4th boss. And they were just terrible at it and awful, and it was a clusterfuck, and the guy was like exasperated, and everybody quit and left. And he was like, but I've run a bunch of pickup groups that would clear Garrosh pretty much every week. So I got his real ID, and he said he'll give me a line. So I'm like reaching out to strangers now to get this done. But I talked with him on Skype. He seemed like, or on Ventrilo, which is over the internet, voice communicado, and he seemed cool. So that was weird, though. You know,
I wonder why people like. I guess there's limits to like Skype. For the number of people.
Yeah, exactly. Skype has like it also has a 4-hour call limit as well. So
oh, really?
Yeah, there's shit like that. It's not built for that. You know, Vent is the way to do it, and Vent is great.
Oh, it is. It serves a singular purpose, and it does it well.
Yep, for talking on games. Let me think here. Where was I with that story? Oh, it was just a disaster, and I just need to get that mount so bad.
I know.
So like when you get to level 90, you know, okay, everyone's the same level. Like, how do you get into raids? It's done by, in World of Warcraft. It's done by item level, which is like how good your gear is quantified into a number. And so like this other raids where you just basically throw your name in a big directory and people can pull you and invite you to groups to do stuff. The way you do it is other raids, and then they invite you. But they can see your item level, and so the item level people look for doing normal is 550 ish. Yeah, that's
damn.
If you're in a full set of flex gear that you've leveled up, though, that's where you're at.
Damn.
Yeah, exactly. Which is why they're getting rid of this, because it's kind of the end game of World of Warcraft is a little bit broken in the way that basically if you want to raid end game, you need to have already raided it. Basically, you need to basically like level up the tiers, but it's not like you can do LFR and then move to normal. It's you have to do LFR, then you have to do flex to get better flex gear, but you need the LFR gear to get into flex raids.
Right. Yeah.
And then
as somebody at the LFR point right now, I can say it's a pain in the ass.
It is a pain in the ass. But you can get into flex raids once you get to about 530-ish item level, and then you can actually get into flex raids probably now, honestly, because
I think I'm like 505 or something.
You could probably get into flex raids because people don't give a fuck with flex raids because it's a flex raid, which means that the difficulty of each like boss encounter scales with the number of people. Yeah. So you can just add a person on and the boss just gets that much more health, and it's like whatever. It doesn't significantly increase the difficulty. Yeah. You know what I mean? So that's why the gear is a little bit lower level. But flex is good, but yeah, you don't get any of the achievements for doing flex. I've done a couple flex raids and they work the same as LFR. It's just people are a little bit more focused. Which is nice, but I don't know. So it's a real pain, but I'll get there. It's literally the only thing I need to do. And then I'll have completed all the content, basically.
I don't know. It just makes me wish that I'd gotten back into WoW back
I
when
think
you
that,
did.
yeah. Well, you drug your feet. You're on your own on that.
Yeah, I know. I admit.
But think about it this way. You can play it off and on a little bit right now, but your character now is pretty ready for Draenor, basically.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So when that expansion comes out, you'll be raring to go, and I need to already... If you want to probably figure out, but we should both plan to take a couple days off after it comes out.
Probably, yeah.
And we can just...
Explore.
We should maybe a Twitch stream. We could do that, right?
I don't know how that works, but maybe.
It's really easy. Trust me, you can do it.
Okay.
Either that or I can... No, we could each stream. Fuck it. People can choose channels. There'll be nobody watching it anyway, but I want to do it.
So, yeah.
I want to do it. Like our fucking... Oh, God. Our small, dedicated fan base will not be taking off from work to watch us live play an expansion.
Absolutely not.
But you can save video archives off Twitch. But Twitch streaming is really easy, Adam.
Well, a lot of that's going away, though. You can only save them for like 2 weeks now.
No, but you can archive it to YouTube. Though.
Yeah, you can archive it to YouTube.
So all you have to do is just after you're done recording, just upload it to YouTube, and then it's saved.
How's that work, though? Because if a Twitch stream is long,
Yeah.
like there's upload limits on
No.
YouTube for...
They're not anymore.
Oh, I thought you had to be like a special...
Nope. They got rid of that shit because it was stupid.
Oh, that's good. Okay.
Yeah. No, you do have to be a channel producer, but
yeah.
all you have to do is hit a button.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's fucking amazing.
You have to hit a button and you have to link your Google account to it so that they have a real name, basically. So that if you were to stream like illegal copyrighted shit, they can send you an email saying we're shutting you down.
I see. Okay.
Yeah, it can't just be anonymous. Basically.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, you basically just have to have it tied to a Google Plus account that's not anonymous. So it's fine. So that's the way I have mine set up, and streaming's easy now. It's a joke, actually, how easy streaming is, especially with open broadcast software, OBS.
Yeah.
It's fucking plug and play, dude. It literally integrates into Twitch. You just have to put your Twitch ID, and it just like hit go, and it goes.
Oh, that's
amazing. And then it has ways to automatically set up like pictures for you can like have it so you can put blocks up to block text bars like really easy.
Yeah.
It's good. And
It'll be great. My stream will go down every 4 hours when my computer fucks up, and
yeah,
it'll be amazing.
and mine will be fine. And we'll have to record the audio though over Google Hangouts because
yeah.
the Skype has that call limit. But I don't know if we do more than 4 hours straight. I think I'd die.
Yeah, probably not.
All right. So that's what I've been doing. Playing a lot of World of Warcraft this week. Did a normal raid and had absolutely nothing dropped for me. No gear. Except
sucks.
for... No, I did get one piece of gear. It was the normal version of a trinket that I already had. So, something. But I really need an offhand weapon for my rogue.
Yeah.
It's a second sword, higher power level than my current sword. Right, Adam? You know all about that, power levels.
I do.
Over 9,000, you know, the whole thing.
Oh, totally. I actually did a little bit of running around in Discipline spec
Oh, yeah?
on my priest, yeah.
How's
I was
that?
actually surprised at how well he kills things.
Yeah?
He kills pretty well. Like, nearly as good as my shadow guy. Like,
But you can heal.
mana's more of an issue. But yeah,
Yeah, man.
it's weird.
Yeah, maybe you can... You know, if you were a healer, you could get into raids a lot easier.
I've seriously considered that, yeah.
Well, if you can figure out how to heal. there you
I
go.
just need to, like, practice on LFR or something. But
Practice on LFR and heroics, because everyone's way overgeared for that stuff. Okay, let's get off the WoW jargon
Yeah,
talk
probably
for
should.
everyone, because everyone's going to be tired. I played Diablo 3 on the console. It's been a very Blizzard week for me,
yeah.
both in weather and in WoWer, and in games.
Yeah.
Has it been that cold down there, too? I know this
We
is
had,
the-
like, a 40-degree shift in, like, one night.
I know.
It was insane.
I know weather's the bane of conversation, but it's
It was
holy
crazy.
shit. It
Yeah.
was like it was like normal out, and then it was like, oh, it's 45.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I need a winter coat.
It's like, oh, it's fall now.
Sweet. Yep.
In one day.
It dropped. Fucking Mother Earth dropped the base.
It did.
She was like, it's time.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I could promote something. Speaking of dropping the base.
Yeah.
11 p.m. Mondays, Central Time. WSUM.org. I live stream. I'm on the radio if you're in Madison.
That's right.
Playing my tunes. Giving my celeb news. Doing it all. Being a host. Yep, so you can check that out. Danger Zone. WSUM Danger Zone is the Facebook fan page.
I've listened a couple times and you're good.
Oh, that is the highest praise.
Yeah.
Adam's seal of approval.
That's right.
Adam Eagle Eye's seal of approval. Mm-hmm. Not seal of approval.
I can't listen to you as much now, though, because you're, you used to be later.
I used to be at like 1.
Right.
Now Adam's at work.
Now
you
I'm
could
at work.
put one earbud in. You'd be all slyly at your desk like,
Yeah.
I got one earbud plugged into the Danger Zone, which is the name of my radio show. So I'm on a call with a customer, but secretly I'm rocking out.
In the danger zone.
That's right.
Yeah.
I do, yeah. So I play synthesizer music mostly. Mm-hmm. It's fun. And then I also do some news stories just because I like chatting. Chattanooga choo-choo! That's what I do. All right, so that was my week. I'm like recovering from like I have like PTSD from being in Adams for a week.
Oh, come on. Oh, well, okay.
I'm like recovering from
Listen.
a week of just not doing anything for a week and then like having responsibility again.
I thought you were having PTSD from when I almost murdered us both. Or when I almost killed us both.
Jesus! Yeah, we could talk about Adam's murder apartment house.
Yeah.
Yeah, Adam. Why don't you explain? It's your murder house.
Okay. So we're just hanging out at the house, having some fun. I'm smoking. When John says,
"What's
hey,
that noise?"
What noise?
No, that was what I said.
Oh, I thought
like,
you said, "What's that smell?"
Oh yeah. No, I said, "What's that noise?" when I went in the kitchen.
Yeah.
I was like, man,
Do you smell that?
I'm just doing a lot of sniffing. I'm like, you smell that? It smells like natural gas. I was like, because I work in this chemistry lab, so sometimes you smell the natural gas, and I'm like, it smells like natural gas. And
so I put out my cigarette.
Adam was like, or no, I was like, can you smell it too, Adam? And I know Adam has a bad sense of smell, right?
Yeah.
But you could smell it, right?
Yeah. At first I didn't really notice it. Then when you actually mentioned it, I sniffed a bit and I did. I smelled something that smelled like natural gas.
Yeah. So I was like, oh man, do you have like a gas leak?
And
like,
I said,
are we gonna have to
hope
evacuate? So I ventured into the kitchen, turned the light on. Nothing blew up, so that was good.
Yep.
After I switched the light on, I was like, huh, that wouldn't have been something you should have done. Because I think that can spark and ignite gas.
I don't think so. I think it's like in the movies. Like,
I could. I don't know.
there's no open sparks from turning on a light switch.
Your house, maybe?
Oh, my house isn't that bad.
It's older, though. But anyway.
It's older.
But anyway, by the way, I left you a present. You saw it?
Well, I saw the cooler that you left.
Oh, that. Oh, that's one of my many presents I left you.
And I think a power strip.
That's the present.
Yeah.
You can have that.
Awesome.
Yeah, I know, because I had that power strip, literally, it was hanging on a, door coat hanger.
Oh, really?
For, 2 straight years. And I was like, you know what? I don't need it. Adam fucking needs it.
I do.
Because you have 2 outlets at your computer, and they're both plugged in right now.
I do, yeah.
So, yeah, I gave you that. But anyway, so I'm in the kitchen, and I'm like, what's that noise?
Yeah.
You should hear, a whooshing noise. It's kind of like a...
hiss,
maybe,
kind of.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
like a tap turned on,
right.
in a different room. When you hear the water running through the wall, just that kind of, white noise.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the hell? Where's that coming from? And I was like, I think it's coming from the stove. Like, and we had just cooked something in the stove earlier.
Yep.
And I was like, you didn't leave. I was like, maybe your pilot light went out and it's just, feeding gas right now. And it was like, no, I checked the oven and it still had the flame in the bottom. And I was like, all right, well. Because Adam has a gas range.
I do have a gas range.
Premium gas range for
It's
all the cooking Adam does on it.
Yeah.
That's basically a countertop space right now.
Mostly, yeah.
So yeah, then Adam, what happened?
I checked the dials on the front, and one of them was not like the others.
Yeah, that's right.
So the dial had gone just far enough left, not far enough to hit the sparks for the ignition,
Yep.
but enough to start putting gas out of one of the burners.
Yeah.
And we were trying to figure out how it did it. I think I went in for a drink just before that, and I think I must have bumped it like with my hips or my butt or something, and I must have turned it when I walked out. But
Yeah.
yeah,
So like literally Adam brushed past
yeah,
his oven, filling the apartment with natural gas.
it was like something out of the Final Destination movie.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
I was just
Like, I'm just gonna get a soda out of the fridge, and then
Yep.
like Adam turns, and then the camera stays where it was, and then zooms in on the knob, which just turns slightly from off
right.
to like almost to the lowest setting, but and then they can have a cut to the back, and you can see the air being all wavy over like the
Yeah,
range,
yeah.
and you're like, oh shit. And then Adam's like, hey, I'm just gonna light one up. Oh no! And then like just good one, good timing. But anyway, explosion, and Adam and I are both dead. And
Yeah.
you know what? I would have died doing what I loved, and
yeah.
that is hanging out, watching television.
What?
What?
I thought you were
What?
gonna say hanging out with your buddy Adam.
I mean, yeah. That too.
I was gonna go but no, you don't get
No
that
aw?
anymore. No aw anymore.
All right.
No
That's
aw
fair.
for TV.
No off for TV. Okay. So, yeah, Adam almost killed us.
Yeah, I did.
We could go over the week in Illinois. I brought food supplies down this time. I came prepared. I hit up the old Costco and got a pallet of Diet Cokes and a pallet of Arnold Palmer mixed
Oh my
iced tea
God.
drinks.
So good. I wish
Did I leave some of those?
we left like 2 or 3. Yeah.
Yeah. I took 2 for the road, but
Yeah.
I left the rest and the Diet Coke because I wasn't going to transport
I
it
still
back.
have some Diet Coke, I think. Yeah.
I'm sure. It was a 30-pack, and we got through maybe like a third of it. No.
No, we got through like 2/3 of it.
2/3 of it, yeah.
Yeah.
But, oh man, I could go for a Diet Coke right now. I drank all my water that I poured while we were setting up. I was thirsty.
Yeah.
I need to stop thinking
I need
about
to find some place that sells those Palmers by the pallet, man. That's just good.
Costco.
I don't think they have one here in town.
What?
I don't think so.
Is there one in Springfield?
Oh, I'm sure there's one in Springfield.
Well, that's fine.
Yeah, it's an hour and a half away.
Yeah, I know, and you have to pay $60 to get a membership, so.
Ugh, no, I don't know how.
Yeah, I know, it's too much. But I split it. But I don't. Never mind. I pay for the whole thing, and it's one household Costco. That's it. My
But
brother.
you got a chance to go to Springfield, though.
My brother lives with me,
Yeah.
Costco, if you're listening. And
Exactly.
he is the owner of the other card. We split it. But anyway, so it's not so bad when you split with 2 people, but yeah,
I'm
it's fucking
sure.
amazing. Oh, that's where I
'Cause-
always buy sodas
yeah.
and stuff.
I don't
'cause-
go to the grocery store that often, but I think I would go to Costco. Because I would do that. I would just
Well,
get
you
like
just spend $150, $200 and buy
Yeah.
like just tons of non-perishable
Exactly.
like stuff. Just get tons of cans of soda, bunches of cans of soup,
I
you
would
know,
do that.
like bunches of lunch meat that you can throw in the freezer and then pull out as you need them. You know, that'd be all Adam does.
pretty much.
You're a warehouse shopper by default.
Yeah.
You just got to go once.
Big box.
That's right. I like it. Anyway, yeah. So I went to Springfield.
Yeah.
Adam invited me to his family get together.
Yeah.
That I went to. It was well. I'm talking over you here. You explain the situation.
Well, yeah. I brought John as my brother from another mother.
That's right.
To our family get together.
That's right.
My nephew turned 2.
Yep. The one that Adam's holding in
weekend.
his Google Plus photo.
Exactly. It's the one and same.
Yep. What's his name?
Keegan.
Keegan.
Irish name, yep.
It is Irish. Keegan
Although
Michael
they-
Key. Named after.
They do not spell it the same because they're weird.
Oh.
They
How do
spell
they
it
spell it?
with 2 E's, and that's not EA. It's EE.
Oh, well, that's kind of the way I've seen it spelled.
I don't think I've ever seen it spelled that way, other than there.
Keegan Michael Key.
I think he's just an A, isn't it?
Nope, 2 E's.
K-E-A? Oh, well, so there you go.
See? Actually, there might be an A.
I think there's an A.
No, I think it's 2 E's. I'm going to find this out. Adam, you explain. Trip.
Okay, so he turned 2, and my sister...
Nope, 2 E's.
2 B's, really? Awesome.
Yeah, there's a bunch of people actually with 2 E's.
Oh, really? Okay, it's not as crazy as I thought.
Seems to be the American colloquial version.
Yeah, it's not the Irish version.
Not the full-on Irish.
Yeah,
But, it's part Irish.
it's Irish.
Some people name their kids stupid names nowadays, but, Keegan's a bit weird, but it's not terrible.
I actually like Keegan as a name.
It's not bad. You could do a lot worse than Keegan.
Totally.
Like Blade with a Y
Yeah.
in there. Blayde. That's
Yeah.
a name, by the way, of a child somewhere.
I have a cousin named Blaine, but
That's not that bad.
That's not bad.
She's got Farm
Yeah.
and Fleet.
But
Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
true.
Those people living in the Midwest will know what that is.
His is spelled with a Y though, too. So
Oh, what?
yeah,
Why do people have to have weird names nowadays?
I like weird names actually.
Oh, you're
Like-
you're part of the problem.
All right. No, I'm not gonna go
I
disparage
want to name
your-
my kid Apple.
I'm not gonna. I wouldn't do that. That's way
That's
too hippie.
you.
No.
Yeah, right.
No, that's way too of a hippie name.
What is the number one kid name that you have picked out for your
I don't really-
theoretical mind children?
I had one, but my other family stole it already.
Well, okay, what was it?
I really like Noah a lot, but
Oh, that's fine though. That's a classic name.
yeah.
You can't go wrong with Noah.
I also like crazy names though.
Because you're a big fan of Noah Wiley.
That's
everyone
not-
knows that.
No, that's not it. I am, but no, that's not it.
Television doctor Noah Wiley.
Yeah.
I forget that his name in that show, ER. We should watch all of ER the next time.
Oh
I'm
God,
down.
no. I can't.
I have
do that.
I have it on DVD. I
Even
love
the later
that show.
seasons.
No.
Yeah, exactly.
I have like the first 6. I think.
Because
and then
because those are the good ones.
Once Anthony Edwards dies of cancer in
Yeah.
the episode that I proudly admit crying to
Yeah.
when I was like 12 when I first saw it. I think I was like 14. But like, yeah, man, it's so sad now I'm thinking about it. But anyway, no, but after he dies, the show's kind of over. Because like the show the show follows Noah Wiley.
It does. It's really
It's
all
like-
about him, and then he leaves, and they keep going. And it's
That
pointless.
is when I would say, but for me, it was when Anthony Edwards left. But
Yeah.
I suppose when Noah Wiley leaves is probably when you could call it quits.
Yeah.
No more Noah.
Sorry,
means
John Stamos.
No more Shoah.
I like you, John Stamos, but
Wait,
no.
Stamos was in that?
Oh, totally. You didn't know
They downgraded from Clooney
that? Yeah.
to
Oh,
Stamos.
there was a little bit of time I think there where. Oh, or did he replace Clooney? Like,
Was
I
there
don't-
no hunk doctor?
No, because there was that weird like Romanian guy.
Talking
who
about
was-
Goran Vasinchik?
Yes,
Or however you pronounce it.
Yes.
Why? What other people were on that show? Who's that other guy? Eric LaSalle?
Yep. Eric LaSalle. Was
Oh,
the black
man.
guy.
My favorite part was the intro. Remember when he does like the kick thing?
Yeah,
He
yeah.
does the kneel down punch or whatever
He does.
after. And I remember when I saw that in the episode.
That's when
that
he
that
like
was
made his
from.
residency.
I
or
was like,
something.
yeah, that's from the intro. And then that was on the show his entire tenure.
Yeah.
That one moment, they're like, that looked cool.
Also,
Let's put it on the intro.
Doctor Who companion lady.
Fuck, why can't
Now I
remember
lost her name. I can't think of it now.
It's like a guy. I think it's like a guy's name.
No, Alex Kingston.
Alex
Yeah.
Kingston. All right, not exclusively a guy's name.
No,
but
no.
can be a guy's name. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was his wife.
Anthony Edwards' wife. Yeah.
Yeah, and a bunch of other people were in that show too that were really good.
It's a good show, but I wouldn't.
Juliana Margulies.
Okay. Yeah, she's alright.
Mara Tierney.
Yep. Yeah. She's good.
Who else? I mean, like a lot of good people were on that.
That
show.
weird bald guy who eventually lost his arm.
Yeah. What's her name? The cripple lady, cripple doctor.
Wasn't that Maura Tierney?
No, she was the nurse.
Oh,
She's not in the first 3 seasons.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. No, she's like a nurse.
She's a lesbian or something.
No, maybe.
What? I think she is.
No.
The show.
Because she dates Goran Vincic later.
Well, maybe she's bi then. I thought
No, you're talking about the red-haired cripple lady doctor. Cripple doctor. No, that's not her. But she is a lesbian, yes.
Okay, yeah.
Duh. Come on, Ed.
Duh.
Know your ER lore.
Sorry.
They're doctors that have problems outside of work.
Just
but
like
also,
everybody else in the 90s, I watched a lot of that show on reruns. Like, a lot of it. But
I'm just going to say this. You watch TNT on a
Yes,
weekday,
yep.
You're seeing 30 episodes of Law & Order
You
and
are.
30 episodes of ENR.
Absolutely.
I don't know how they fit all of that in there. Also, I guess they fit it in there because it was a weird show called ENR and not ER. I don't know what I just said there. It's slightly different,
Yeah.
ENR. It's about ear, nose, and throat doctors.
Otorhinolaryngologists?
Yeah, sure. Actually, they're ENTs. But whatever. Ear,
Anyway.
nose, and throat. ENT specialist.
Yeah.
Gastroenterologist.
So I brought John with me at Springfield
Anesthesiologist.
for my
What was the ER theme song?
nephews.
I'm trying to...
Was it dun 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 dun? No, wait. What was that? That was a different
No.
one.
What
that
the
was,
fuck? I'm going to play
na
it.
na na na. No, it's Doogie Howser. That's what that was.
It's just like da-na-na-na, and then Goran Vincic is turns his head and smiles at the camera. Is that the show you watched?
That was Doogie Howser.
Oh my god!
that was
No,
the
because
theme.
I'm thinking of X Files because I think it's weird. I'm synthesizing. I mean, listen. Yeah, it was 90s. Mm-hmm. It had the kind of the 90s tribal beat. Oh yeah.
Almost up
Oh,
on
now that I'm listening to it, it is. Oh, I wish. Can I pipe it into the Google Hangout?
I don't think so.
There has to be a way. Oh
It'd be really hard. though.
no, it's not. I'm gonna figure it out.
Oh God. So I took John.
You
I took
hear?
John.
You hear this theme song? You'll be living life, loving life, loving life. Is this all right? Add videos to playlist. All right, no, Adam, tell your story. I'm gonna get it. I'll play it in the background.
So I took John with me to my nephew's second birthday. We had a little family get together at my sister's place. We got to meet everybody, my grandpa, my Santa Claus grandpa, and grandma, and basically meet all the extended family. We had cake and tea. It was fun. We chilled out, and I brought a present for my my nephew.
Is that theme play? Do you hear that?
No, I didn't hear anything.
You didn't hear anything?
Nope.
Is that playing? I can't
No.
even tell.
I can't hear it.
Do you know if it played in the Google Hangout? Oh
don't
my
think
god.
so.
Oh, this is a mystery. We're recording over Google Hangout right now because I got fed up of editing by hand the podcast.
This is a train wreck.
You're a train wreck! Alright, I'm going to play the problem is that, okay, so with Google Hangouts, when I play the theme, so there's a YouTube bonus thing. Mm-hmm. Your mic is muted during video playback. All right, so I can hit a push to talk button, but I can't edit this the sound level of the video. It just plays. You can't hear this at all.
Nope.
Nothing. It's playing right now.
Okay.
I don't know if it is playing.
Okay.
Oh, so good. What a theme. It's even better if nobody can hear this right now. I'm just loving up this theme in the background.
Well, if there's nothing on the podcast, just go listen to it.
Yeah,
when he played
that's
it
right.
In the past.
In the past, yeah. Now everyone's going to be like, man, I got to look that video up.
Yep.
Fuck, such a good theme.
Yeah. So I brought a present for my nephew. which was something I held on to for a long time. I think I actually got it as a gift myself at some point.
Yes.
The Dragon Ball Z, like boppin' bag type thing where you punch it and it makes noises and says stuff to you.
Yep.
This particular one was Vegeta, which is great.
It scared the crap out of the child.
Oh my god, it terrified him.
Oh my god.
Terrified him when we filled it up and blew it up. It was amazing, and I felt horrible. But I've learned this week that he has gotten over his fear of it now. And he does like it. So
that's good.
It is good.
How do I get rid of this?
It was great that we actually had to hide it from him so he couldn't see it, and he would just keep looking over his shoulder
Oh my god! It was like a fucking stalker fucking death movie villain, like a slasher film villain. He would just be he would be sitting on the couch. This two-year-old toddler who's just probably recently started learning to run around and not fall over all the time is sitting on a couch, basically I don't know, in the crook of Adam's arm, terrified, and then he'll get up and just peek his head out down the hallway a little bit to see if it's still coming for him.
Yeah.
And the funny part is that when you're 2, you don't have any thoughts or anything, and nothing is saved in your memory up until a little bit past 3 is when you start forming memories. Mm-hmm. So this is at this point, this kid is basically on instinct right here, and it's this scary thing.
Yeah.
That he was terrified of once, and it may be coming back to kill him. Is what I'm sure what his animal brain is thinking.
It didn't help that his parents were getting some enjoyment out of scaring him.
Yeah, it was real fun.
It was fun. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. We ended up actually deflating it in front of him so that he was not quite as terrified.
Yeah, he was like, "Oh, it's just a thing.
Yeah,
it's not actually the fucking Saiyan Prince Vegeta."
Exactly.
Here to murder me.
It was pretty convincing though, and it had arms and everything.
It has little arms that stick out, and I was terrified.
By the way, because they couldn't help it, they decided to go ahead and check out the price for that on eBay.
All right, and we're back. Sorry about the break there. There was probably a very sudden cutout. That's Google Plus, Hangouts. Woo! Technology of the future's here, folks.
Yep.
Maybe we'll just go back to fucking double ending. By the way, do you want to know what the term is for when you record the way we used to record?
Sure.
It's called double ending.
Wow.
I know. Sexual euphemism there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just going to double end this thing. Mm-hmm. That's when you have each person record a local copy and then you mix them together. It doesn't work, apparently, over the internet. Because as I think I've explained this before.
Yeah, we have.
It apparently Audacity, maybe if we use a different recording program, maybe that's something we can look into, but Audacity seems to record audio highly dependent on your computer's clock speed, which is ridiculous that it would do that.
Yeah.
Because Adam's audio is slightly, usually slightly shorter than mine, or maybe slightly longer. I can't remember, but they're not the same length. So if we do like a 1, 2, 3 countdown to start the beginning of the podcast, and now we're just to go at the end, if we do a 1, 2, 3, it's not synced, which means one of the recordings is longer than the other.
Yeah.
Over the same amount of time of conversation. Figure that out how you will in space-time. So one of us is time traveling, basically, a few seconds. So I don't know. Anyway. So Adam got a terrifying gift for his nephew.
Yeah.
And we talked a little bit about that, but
all was well. You met
all
the
is well.
family, had fun, had cake.
Yeah, had some
good.
cake. I was offered disgusting sweet tea.
Oh, come on.
I chose not to drink any of it because I'm
good.
not a heathen.
It's good.
It tastes like balls.
But see, now you understand. Like, you always joked about me saying like I'm from the South or like from South Central Illinois. You should know after hearing some of the accents there that like there's some South there. Like my grandpa, for instance.
Yeah, you are from the South. Woohoo.
No, I'm not saying it like that. I mean...
Yeah, I know. Now I can hear that electronic hum again you're talking about.
Really?
I don't fucking know. This is a disaster.
Disaster Cast, Episode 1.
I know! Now I'm, like, listening to the recording as we're doing it, and it's, like, 20 seconds behind, and I sound... yeah. It just sounds, like, super loud.
Oh, really?
Like, I sound super loud. I don't know.
Sounds fine to me.
We're fucking gonna find out.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll find out. Everyone, this is just a second apology for the quality. We're just trying to optimize podcasting for you. It's difficult. Adam is taking a break.
Wouldn't say that.
Entering flavor country. All right. So, yeah, that was part of the trip. Adam had... I guess we can talk about the drive there.
Oh my god.
The heavens.
Oh, they opened
up.
Yeah.
That was the rainiest drive I've ever taken. No
too,
question.
Yeah.
No question. I've been in drives where it's been like, oh my god, I can barely see, it's raining so hard. But that one had moments like that.
Yeah.
They were interspersed between moments of, oh my god, it's almost raining so hard I can't see anything.
Well, I've had it like that for like an hour.
Yeah.
But we had it both ways. Like,
yeah, it was like an hour there, and then on the way back it looked clear.
Yeah.
You know, and then as soon as we got on the freeway going 70, it's like, oh, we're gonna downpour in the dark now.
Again, yeah. It was
And
horrible.
it wasn't as bad the second time around, but you know, it was darker, so it was a little worse. God, that was awful. Oh,
it was.
All for a free piece of cake, which was great.
It was. Yeah.
And it was, nice to meet the family, hang out, say hi.
Yeah, you get to meet pretty much everybody.
Yep, and then we bought some alcohol.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Bought some rum.
Yeah.
In Springfield. Because, hey, guess what? In Illinois, adults can do things after 9 p.m.
Yep.
It's not like in Wisconsin, when after 9, can't buy beer or liquor, which is ridiculous.
It is. It really is.
No, and it's not any sort of temperance thing. It is 100% the Tavern League in Wisconsin. That they run everything. They have lobbyists basically, and that is what it is.
Yeah.
So it's like, hey, we run the bar league that all the bars are part of because you have to be some part of some sort of weird union to have alcohol delivered to your bar. By the way, is also a thing.
Wow.
Yeah, dude, alcohol can only be delivered by Tavern League distributors, basically.
That's nuts.
Yeah, dude, alcohol is fucking crazy in the U.S. That's everywhere in the U.S. But in Wisconsin, they also have crazy power over the government because, there's more bars than there are churches in the state. Kind of, shit like that.
My grandpa got around that with bringing on alcohol to the strip club, so.
Of course. Hambino.
Yeah.
The kingpin. How did he do?
Huh?
Where did he end up?
Well, he died, but
Where?
in jail.
That's right.
A federal prison.
Don't. Adam, what's
Well,
the,
that
what,
wasn't
what
because
is the
That
What
wasn't
is
because of the strip club. That was
No,
different.
that was because of what? Well, what, Adam? What was he accused of and convicted of?
Insurance fraud.
Okay. Would you say that some of
Conspiracy
his
to arson.
Would you say that some of his buildings that he had insurance on mysteriously burned down?
I don't know what's mysterious about it anymore.
The court of law has allowed all of the facts to come to light
Yeah.
in the situation, and maybe he was in the wrong. You know, he was just doing what he needed to do, though. Nobody got hurt.
No, actually, they
No,
didn't.
exactly. He just made a little money. that he probably
Also,
shouldn't have.
if he hadn't picked people like fucking the Illinois equivalents of Corey and Trevor to do
Yeah.
his jobs.
From Trailer Park Boys.
Yeah.
Have you watched season 8?
I have.
Oh, we gotta talk about Trailer Park Boys
Oh,
season
God,
8.
so good.
Adam, I can hear your goddamn fan. Adam has a fan that works, and then every, 45 minutes, something about the rotation on that fan, I think, vibrates, and
it's
then
a little
you,
uneven.
and you can hear, just the light fixture part of it just shaking violently. You know, not a lot, but you can hear it wobbling.
It always self-corrects.
I know, and then it self-corrects, and it's fine.
Hits equilibrium.
Oh my god. That ER theme song.
That was what ruined us.
Dun, dun,
That's probably what the fucking problem was.
Dun, dun, wah, 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 wah. It's got all those cool sound effects.
Yeah.
Oh man, so good. Let's play it on the YouTube part of this thing. And then the audio destroys itself again. I bet that was it.
It probably is.
It,
Probably what
it was because apparently I don't know how. Okay, so Google
It
Hangouts.
said it would mute us for 2 minutes, so it played. So
No, it doesn't actually do that,
No.
though. Okay, so there's a YouTube thing, a part of Google Hangouts, right? And if you play a video, I was assuming, oh, you can grab a video from YouTube and it'll just play on the stream and everyone can hear it. So you could throw in a YouTube video into your stream and be like, hey, well, let's comment over this hilarious YouTube clip. Except for that it mutes your microphone. So after I started playing it, I was grooving out and I was talking and I was like, oh, I'm being muted right now. Great. So Adam can't hear me, but I'm still talking. And he's going to find out in a second. So then I unmuted myself, but it was still playing and it was super loud because apparently you can't adjust the audio volume level of videos in here. So I don't know. Then there was a push to talk button and I did that for a while. And so you know what? Maybe what you heard was a crazy mishmash of a super loud ER theme while Adam's mumbling in the
I
background.
can't wait to hear the audio from this. Yeah,
I know. We're in for it. We're in for it. Google, we're all in right now. We're too late. We're already fucking balls deep in this episode, so it's too late to go back now.
Episode 150, milestone episode.
It's a milestone. It's a smilestone.
Yeah.
They're making me smilestone. All right. So we drove we had to drive. I'm trying to let that go by without mentioning it.
Yeah.
All right. Milestone. Okay, so yeah, we get back from the demon trip, and then Adam and I are both too tired to drink that night.
Yeah.
We just played more WoW. Mm-hmm. And then we tried to play drunk LFR. That was a mistake.
Yeah.
I apologize. I thought it would be more fun than it was, but well, it depends.
Might
Sometimes.
have been doable. We were also using our.
Well, that was what I wanted. I wanted
Yeah.
the chaos.
Yeah.
Because Adam and I made brand new level 90s because we pre-bought the expansion pack, and you get a free max level character with it. So
Yeah.
I made a shaman healer, and Adam made a druid that was cat form DPS, and we were both god awful.
Oh, we were horrible.
But we joined an LFR doing the first dungeon in the game, and the group that we got was just super, I don't know, slow. And so we're just sitting around for 20 minutes and waiting for it to start. And we're both losing our buzz. Oh, that wasn't fun. And then when it happened, we were slightly competent enough, but not bad enough. And
Yeah.
Because I've been in LFRs where it's just a clusterfuck of hilarity, and that didn't turn out to be one. That was a bad idea. I apologize. But we watched Louis, too, while we were drunk,
Oh, yeah,
so that was fun.
totally.
All right. So that was our week down in Illinois. Adam, what'd you do this week? Anything?
I played some Destiny.
Okay.
Did I lose you again?
Did you?
Nope, I'm good.
Wow. You paused for a second.
I heard the same noise that happened last time.
Oh, okay.
So I got worried. But
Okay.
yeah, I played some Destiny. Didn't get very far. I'm like level 4 or 5.
Okay.
So pretty much the same thing as the beta. A lot of not that great reviews coming out for it. I don't know. I'm still having fun. So
Yeah, I mean, if we want to get into Destiny, let's do it. I guess so.
Yeah.
The reviews have come out in Destiny, and it seems to be kind of a solid 3 out of 5,
yeah,
7 out of 10.
something like that.
You know, people are like, it's all right.
Yeah.
6, 7 out of 10. You know,
I kind
don't
of see
know.
where they're coming from because it feels like they could have done a lot more.
It just feels empty, is what I've heard.
But on the other hand, like what's there is still fun to me. So
Yeah,
I
you're
don't know.
enjoying it.
I'm still enjoying it. So I mean that might change. Like I said, I'm level 4 or 5. I haven't done hardly anything in the
Yeah.
game yet. So maybe I'll just get sick of it after a time. But it feels good. It feels good shooting. It feels good throwing cool grenades. It feels good gliding around.
That's Bungie games, man.
Yeah. I haven't really played a lot of Bungie games, so
Good feeling combat.
yeah, I'm loving it so far.
Your McDonald's style.
McDonald's style, yeah.
I'm loving it.
I think it would be more fun with other people.
I know, and I kind of want to get it,
Yeah.
but I don't know, man.
I don't know. I think it's worth it, but
I already spent way too much money on World of Warcraft expansion, and I bought Diablo 3. I've already spent like $140 on games
yeah.
this fall, and but what else is coming out this fall? Like what else do I need to buy?
Dragon Age got pushed back a bit, but I think it's still this year, right?
Well, I'm not going to buy it, so
You're not gonna buy Dragon Age? Oh man, that looks great.
I don't give a shit.
I'm interested in that. That's
I
about the
know
only one
I played like half of the first one.
Yeah.
And then, I'm just trying to think of games that are coming out this fall that I might be interested in buying. I mean, if there's nothing else, I might as well fucking buy Destiny now.
Yeah.
I don't know. I want to play it so bad, but the reviews aren't great.
That's the thing with reviews. I mean, I don't know. I kind of take it with
don't
a
know,
grain of
Rocka.
salt. If you want
Alright.
to play it, I'd say play it, but I'm having
Yeah.
fun. I don't know. I like I said, I may regret it later, but right now I'm having fun. I mean, you played the beta, right?
Yeah, I did.
If you enjoyed the beta, I think, you'll enjoy the
I
game.
mean, I did. But I mean, like, if there's not much more to the game than what was in the beta, it's kind of like, I don't know.
There's probably not. But I think I'm kind of okay with that. I mean, there's still rep to do and stuff like that. There are factions that you can get reputation with and get loot and stuff. And I've heard that the loot grind is kind of hard later on, but right now I'm still getting a lot of new stuff because I'm low level. So I don't know.
Yep. I've got the ER theme on repeat in the background.
Oh
by
my
the way.
god!
It's just on mine. I just love it so much I want to hear it.
Wow.
So nobody can hear it right now. But it's playing. Just underneath it all for me.
Okay.
In my headphones.
Good to know.
Super quiet.
Yep.
Ta-da. Oh, people are dying. Doctors are having personal life issues. Laura, the doctor, she's a lesbian.
Mm-hmm.
She's also handicapped.
Yeah.
And then there's the other doctor. She's got that crazy sister. Oh, she's crazy.
Sally Fields. No, that's her mom.
Yeah, Southfield's her mom, who's also on like some sort of drug.
Yeah, she's bipolar or something.
Sure. I fucking loved that show.
It's all right.
And I was like 13, 14. I was like an ER fanboy.
I liked it too back then. I don't know if I'd want to watch it all
George
again.
Clooney was a pediatrician, but he had no luck.
Oh, he was gruff and a womanizer, but he was so good
He
with
had a
kids.
heart of gold.
Exactly.
With the kids, he was so good.
That's all I cared about. The kids.
Yeah, I know. That's ER. Michael Chricton, apparently.
Yeah, totally.
At least came up with the original concept, and I think he wrote a few episodes beginning on.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that crazy he's dead?
Kind of, yeah.
What did he die of?
Let's
Let's play that game. What did he die of? Michael Chricton.
Probably a heart thing.
Wow, he wasn't even that old though.
No, but
I think he was in good shape too. It's kind of like must have been one of those freak things.
or cancer.
It was probably one of those things that like, yeah, he was totally fine. It was probably one of those things that's like, this is why you should never work out ever. Because you just drop dead sometimes when you're working out.
Yeah.
How old was he when he died? Age 66. Jesus.
That's older than I thought.
That's way too young though.
Yeah.
You
Well.
you can't die until you're at least 75. That's a rule. For me.
Good luck.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, 80s the median
Illness
for
and
dudes,
death.
I
Here we
guess,
go.
so.
Adam, guess. I know. I'm reading it right now. What was your guess?
I guessed heart first and like cancer second. So
Okay, which one are you going with? It's one of those two. I'm
since
gonna tell you
he's-
right now. It's
okay.
one of those two.
man, I guess I'll go with cancer.
Boom! You got it. He did one of those things that some classy people do, and that was he died, and then it was made public that he was fighting cancer for a year. So he basically didn't tell anyone publicly until after he died, because he didn't want anything.
Yeah.
But apparently they were expecting him to make a recovery, but it turned for the worse, so. That's sad.
Yeah,
Can strike you at any age, man. That's just the worst.
Yeah,
He wrote some of the best books ever, man.
totally.
I read
Jurassic Park.
so many of these books when I was a kid. I read Timeline, Jurassic
Yeah.
Park, Lost World.
Yeah.
That's the three.
Yeah.
Well, I read them.
I read Jurassic Park and the Lost World.
Yeah.
I think I read one more of his too, but I don't remember which one it was. I think it was the
Was
one
it,
with like a disease on a plane or something.
was it it was Airframe, I bet.
I think it was Airframe. Yeah.
Yeah, Airframe was what's
Although
that
I
about?
don't remember anything from it at all. I liked it at the time, but
Yeah, in-flight accident.
yeah.
3 passengers dead.
Yeah.
Anyway. Man, I love Michael Chricton. Yeah, he writes a lot of good books, I guess. They're very, I don't know. I think, and the Andromeda Strain, I'm sure you read. Yeah.
Probably.
But I think he had a style of writing that was really unique, I guess, and the fact that it was like he wrote books that were based in not 100% science,
yeah.
but some sort of like scientific, it's kind of like science fiction that was kind of a bit fantastical, but also based in the real world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was just fantastic enough to feel like real. You know what I mean?
I mean, it practically is real now. I mean,
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. So it's just kind of like, yeah, exactly. It's a mix of speculation and real world scientific data.
Yeah.
And things to mix like here's a near future possibility.
Right.
And there are always kind of thrillers.
Except for time frame.
Timeline, you mean?
Yeah, timeline.
Not time frame.
No.
That's the one where he takes a plane.
Yeah, playing through the time rift.
I like Timeline.
I don't think it was. Well, the movie was horrible, but
Oh, I never saw that.
oh god, it's the worst.
I'm glad. I read the book and I loved it. Have you read the book?
No, I don't think so.
It's about string theory, is what it deals with, and time travel.
Yeah,
Actually,
I love
this
time travel stuff.
I'm going to say this. This book got me into quantum mechanics.
Really.
Yeah, isn't that weird? I read a
That is-
fictional book that involved some sort of quantum mechanics, and then I was like, oh, I want to read more about that because it sounded neat in the book when they were explaining parts of it.
Well, I mean, that's the reason I got into
Yeah.
science stuff too. I mean, sci-fi is what drew me to it originally.
Yeah,
So,
exactly. And so anyway, yeah, it's just about a team of scientists that like do some sort of crazy thing, and then they get transported to France during like medieval times, basically.
Yeah.
And they have to try and find a way to get back. It's actually pretty cool. I don't know, 1300s, I guess. Let me get back to. Anyway, people, I guess, seem to like it. Book was received well.
Good.
I just want to say this: Kirkus Reviews called Chricton Blockbuster King. which is a great name.
Yeah.
And wait, Canners, Cahner's business information. So apparently, a thing called Canners Business Information reviewed the book.
Wow.
It's not even like, a literary journal or like a book review thing. It's just a thing called Canners Business Information. What is that?
I have no idea.
What is that? It's just called business information. Is it like a help desk somewhere?
No,
This is a business information line.
more like an thing.
I know, but they could have been a little more descriptive. All right, anyway.
guess.
They said the book will grab teens' attention from the very first page. An Entertainment Weekly calls Timeline exhilarating entertainment. That's it, really. Yeah. Oh, my God, the movie. Oh, Paul Walker starred.
Yeah.
Oh! Was he alive when this movie came out?
Yeah.
It's probably what gave him cancer.
Oh, come on.
Hey. I'm saying it.
Man. I just saw something on like Facebook that was just like talking about how sad Vin Diesel was about Paul Walker. Mm-hmm. It made me sad.
It is sad.
Vin Diesel and him apparently were like super bros.
I mean, Paul Walker can only be in those movies.
That's what
Fast
he will
and
be
Furious.
always and forever to me is Fast and Furious.
Yeah.
Series. And I love those movies, so they are great. I'm looking forward to 7, even though...
Did you know that there's a movie version of the book Sphere, the Michael Chricton book?
Yeah.
I can't believe that it exists. It came out. Do you know who's in that?
Nah, off the top of my
It's
head.
all big names.
Yeah, it was a big thing. I remember.
Dustin Hoffman, Samuel L. Jackson,
Yeah, I was
Liev
gonna-
Schreiber,
I was gonna say
Sharon
Samuel L.
Stone. Like these are big fucking names.
Yep.
And it's directed by fucking Barry Levinson.
Yep.
He directed fucking like a lot of famous shit. He directed High Anxiety with Mel
John?
Brooks, and
You're forgetting he was the blockbuster king.
that's true.
So
He directed The Natural, which was nominated for an Oscar. Good Morning Vietnam. Rain Man directed. You know what I mean? Like, this is a
Yeah.
guy.
he's guy, all right.
And then he directed Sphere. He also directed Toys. Don't worry,
Wait.
Mm-hmm.
That
Classic.
was an interesting movie.
He was a TV executive producer of Oz. Wow, Sphere came out in 1998?
Yeah.
Oh, no wonder it was terrible then.
Yeah.
I thought it came out in the 80s. Like when the
No.
book came out. All right, well, that's probably terrible.
It is. I don't know. I haven't seen it, but
12%?
is the rest of the podcast going to be you reading about Michael Chricton and Wikipedia?
I love Michael Chricton.
Yeah.
All right,
Okay.
let's move on.
Okay.
I like Tom Clancy, too.
Yeah, let's
Does
not
that-
go there.
that
His
make me a bad
page will
person?
never end because he has 50
make-
million books.
Do you want to know how many books Tom Clancy's written?
At least like 120.
To the internet!
120, I'm guessing. Probably more, actually.
Probably more.
Yeah.
But, like, doesn't he, like, have people write books for him now? Oh, he's dead.
Yeah, I know.
Holy shit, he's dead!
Yeah.
I didn't know he died.
He's been dead for like 4 years or something.
You mean he died in October of last year? Yeah,
Or-
4 years.
Wait.
He died recently.
It has to be longer than that.
Well, they can't keep putting books out now. Alright. Do you know what his first book was?
No.
Hunt for Red October.
That's a good start.
I know! It's like, oh, let's start with a great book. Oh, yeah, and then he did Red Storm Rising.
I read
Then Patriot Games. Like, all right, okay, yeah, Clear and Present Danger, Sum of All Fears. I mean, he just basically wrote all good books to begin his career, basically.
Yeah.
You know, and they're all decent in their own way.
I read a bunch of the ones that dealt with the Rainbow Six guys. Actually.
Rainbow Six book is really good.
It is really good.
It's fucking sweet.
God damn, this is what I wanted not to happen.
It's fucking sweet, dude. I remember reading that when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I was like 12, not 12. I was like maybe 14, 15 when I was reading that. But I was like, this book is graphic as hell.
Oh yeah.
Like, it's like heads exploding from bullets. And I was like, this is badass. I'm 14.
I just remember like there was the head guy, then there was like Vargas, and then like I don't know.
Vargas?
Or wait, was
What
it
about
Vargas or was it like...
what about Tom Clancy's Hawks with
No.
an X?
Nope, did not.
HAWX?
One made a game of.
High Altitude Warfare Extreme?
Yeah, probably not his best work.
No?
Probably not.
Is this an actual novel or is it just a book? Or is it actually just a or just a
Game?
game?
I don't know.
Adam, what does Hawks stand for?
You said High Altitude Warfare Extreme?
I cannot seem to find on the Wikipedia page anywhere what Hawks stands for.
Okay.
Did you know that in Hawks that you could like turn a plane sideways?
John,
Do you remember doing that? Do you ever play the Hawks?
I didn't, and we've got to end this.
No.
We've
So
got to get out of the Wikipedia hole.
Okay, I've got it. High Altitude Warfare Experimental Squadron.
Oh God.
No, but like, so you have like air brakes.
Yeah, I
you-
know.
And you can be like flying one way, and then you can like hit your air brake button, and it does a really stupid like, it does a like camera switches
Strafe?
to third person,
Oh.
and you just like you like turn. It's just crazy. But the game actually was not completely shat upon review wise. I think it got like maybe an 8 across the board out of 10.
That's incredible.
That's because the action's good. It doesn't play like at all like a simulator. It's like action. But anyway, that's enough of Tom Clancy's HAWX
Yes.
Hawks.
It is.
All right, Adam. So what else you do this week? You played some
Played
Destiny.
some Destiny.
And you're
I played a
liking
little
it
bit
so
of WoW.
far?
Yeah.
Fuck, I'm
I
gonna
am.
buy Destiny. I'm gonna buy Destiny. Fuck it.
Should we can play?
We'll play.
Um,
I'll find the money.
I also watched Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Oh!
I kind of wanted to see it in the theater, but I just never got around to it.
How's Spiderman doing?
I thought it was really good, actually.
What?
Yeah.
You are the only person.
Apparently, I liked it. I always liked Andrew Garfield as Peter Parker.
I
so-
haven't at all.
I don't know
So
why. Why would you not like him? He's great.
he's just
What?
there's nothing there.
It's better than Tobey Maguire.
Oh no, Tobey Maguire was perfect.
No, I'm sorry.
Oh, let's see here. Let's see what moviepilot.com news story has to say.
It was still a success, but it wasn't. It was as like the worst of this summer, as far as superhero stuff went.
Andrew Garfield says studio cuts hurt Amazing Spider-Man 2.
I didn't notice any.
A lot of people say that Amazing Spider-Man 2 was disjointed,
Um,
and the timing and pacing was slightly off.
I'll give it that. But it didn't really bother me that much. I mean, what do you want? It's a comic book movie action thing. I mean, it's not Guardians of the Galaxy, but it's good.
Oh man, this sounds terrible. I can't. Well, the guy. Okay, so he did an interview with Daily Beast, Andrew Garfield, and he talked about he loved the original script and everything, and then he said, but Sony, I guess, had problems with certain elements of the film, and they cut parts of the film, so they had to like film weird parts that. So he was like, things got cut out that were good,
Yeah.
and it was there were some more deep emotional scenes maybe that were cut.
I believe that because one thing I will say is the end was not very satisfying.
Apparently, he said there
was
was
rushed.
a lot of deep scenes where he was exploring, being an orphan, I guess. And,
Yeah.
And they were like, "No, can't have sad in a movie. Cut it out. Spider-Man's got to fly. We're Sony. We know how to make a movie.
Yeah.
Our meddling in Spider-Man 3 made that movie very good." So apparently, Spider-Man 3 also had a lot of studio editing that came in.
Yeah.
Can we just give Marvel Spider-Man, please?
I've heard.
I don't
things.
mind.
Yeah.
If Andrew Garfield gets to keep playing Spider-Man,
Yeah.
but because he's not bad. I can't
No,
fault
he's
him.
not.
I mean, I just don't like the way the movies feel to me like also ran, I guess. You know what I mean?
Well, there's always this feeling that they're kind of disjointed because they're not part of the greater Marvel universe.
True, very true. You know what I mean? It's like if you had,
mean-
I guess, like, I'm trying to think, like, Marvel had, like, one of their, like, Dark Horse label writing Spider-Man,
Well, like,
and it's
here's-
not in concurrency with the other universe, and you're like, well, I like these Spider-Mans, but, it doesn't have any connection, so it's,
I liked the Ultimate Spider-Man. I really kind of liked where they like mixed Shield in with that, and I would love to see like Samuel L. Jackson, and the Spider-Man, meet up and like
Meet
see how
up?
that kind of goes.
Yeah, it was some of my favorite stuff in the Spider-Man what was the new series
Ultimates.
called? Ultimate Spider-Man
Spider-Man.
was great because there's a lot of crossover there.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
That was
I've
fun.
heard that they might be that Spider-Man might be coming to the actual Marvel universe, like for future Marvel.
They're going to do
movies.
some sort of crossover.
Some kind of deal, yeah. Because
Okay.
they're actually, I guess, on good terms, Sony and Marvel, but Fox and Marvel are not, which is why X-Men will probably be forever.
Forever! It's
And that's-
ours!
Well, that's gotten so bad, I guess, that like now one of the new Marvel movies is going to be the Inhumans, and I guess the Inhumans are kind of like their answer to like X-Men. They're like mutants, but they don't call them mutants because mutants is trademarked.
Of
by
course.
X-Men.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's petty.
So, like, I think, like, Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver are going to be, like, maybe Inhumans or something, or, like, however they explain those things.
I don't even fucking care, man. Just put them out, and if they're good, I'll watch them. Comic book lore is so complicated.
I do miss that feeling of connectedness, but I still think it's a good movie. I mean, like I said, it's not Guardians of the Galaxy. It's not, like, the best comic book movie ever, but...
I just kind of wish that... I feel like they try and be a little bit too serious with the Spider-Man.
It is a little serious.
And part of the reason why I love reading Spider-Man comics is that Peter Parker's kind of like a jokey guy.
He
you
is,
know?
and he still is, but he also
that's
gets
like
shat
the-
on a lot.
That's
And-
like... Yeah.
But that's integral to Spider-Man, too, though. Like...
Yeah, but he's like shat on, but it's like in stupid ways. And like he is like... But he's like, oh, but I'm Spider-Man, so it's okay. And then it doesn't really catch up to him a lot. You know, and then when it does, it's a bit... I don't know.
I wouldn't say that.
At
least not Ultimate Spider-Man, which is the one I've read. Like
I'm
a lot
thinking
of that shit.
I'm thinking of the original Spider-Man.
Well, yeah,
I'm thinking of
1950s.
a-
Hello,
yeah.
Mary Jane. Shouldn't we go to a study session together?
Yeah, dude.
No.
Fucking old Spider. Those are good. I like those old
I
Spider-Mans.
don't. But
I like
I
them.
haven't read that many.
I've read them. They're good. I like Spider-Man.
I like
I can
Spider-Man
get
too.
I can get behind Spider-Man, and I liked the first two Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies.
Yeah, I do too.
They're good.
They are.
Probably just because I don't know.
But that's,
probably,
that's the thing. Like, I didn't think Tobey
I
Maguire
wonder if
had...
those are good because they were just superhero movies.
Yeah.
and there were no other ones.
Yeah, that's kind of the way I feel about those. Because I think The Amazing Spider-Man's better than those.
I don't think so at all. I really didn't like that movie.
I don't know
It's just
why.
it's like I don't care. It's just the villain sucked in that movie. Fucking, you're gonna have a Spider-Man movie where the villain is fucking Reptile?
He is one of Spider-Man's
Well, yeah,
list
but-
of villains.
Okay, if you want to get something new, fucking do Mysterio. No one's done that, and he's like a cooler villain.
Electro's pretty cool.
Electro is cooler, but Jamie Foxx,
Yeah.
he could barely act.
What? You mean the Oscar winner for like Charles?
Oh yeah, because he played Ray Charles.
I'm just
You
saying.
play a disabled.
I'm just saying. You're saying that the Oscar winner is not good
You
enough
play a
to
disabled
a
person.
comic book villain. Then I don't know.
I'm just saying. It's like what they said in Extras. You know, you do a Holocaust movie, you're getting an Oscar.
Yeah.
You play a well-loved, disabled minority guy who went through a lot of issues in his career in a biopic. You're gonna get an Oscar.
Well,
Just one of those roles.
I thought his acting was up to Electro. I'll say that much.
you thought he was worth playing a villain in a fucking second-tier superhero movie?
Yeah, I did.
I suppose.
I thought he had the chops for that.
I don't know what it is about Jamie Foxx that bothers me because he's been good in other movies. Like, and he's really good in Collateral.
Yeah,
absolutely. You know what I mean? Like he's in Django Unchained. I wouldn't actually say he's good in that. I don't think he has enough lines in that movie to be considered good in that. Like he was painfully underused in that movie. Mm-hmm. But I've talked about how much I have issue with that movie.
Yeah.
In the past,
I don't know. I say it was worth the $5 for me to watch it.
All right, that's fair enough.
Amazon. So.
That's fair enough. Fair enough. I kind of wish we would have watched. Oh no, we couldn't rent it when I was down there.
We could.
No. It was. I remember we looked at
was
it.
That a buy? Okay,
yeah, because it's the first week it's on DVD.
Yeah.
You can't rent it. You got to pay $20 to see it because everyone's chomping at the bit to see the lowest grossing superhero movie of the summer.
I guess, and it was all right.
It was all right. It was worth a watch.
It was worth a watch.
On the patented Born in the 80s rating scale, what do you call it?
I'd give it a good 3 for sure.
3 out of 5?
Yeah.
All right.
3.5 maybe. You know.
No half stars.
That's true. We did say no half stars.
I don't like half stars because it's too open for interpretation. Because it's a 3.5. Is that good or not good?
What did I end up giving Million Ways to Die in the West?
Either a 3 or a 2.
God, I hope it wasn't a 3 then. Because it definitely deserves a 2.
You were too kind, Adam. Million Ways to Die in the West. I'm gonna look that up.
I'll say a 3 or a 4.
You can't say 3 or 4. You have to give me a numerical rating.
Because it's a Spider-Man movie, and because I like Andrew Garfield.
I'll
give
Garfield.
It a 4. It was a 4 for me. Might be a 3 for others. If you didn't like the first one, you're probably not gonna like this one.
When you're writing reviews, Adam, write it for yourself. All right?
I would say it's 4 then.
It's a 4.
But if you didn't like the first one like you didn't, you probably wouldn't like this one. So.
I'm reading this review. A Million Ways to Die in the West.
I think I went with a 2. I hope I did because it was pretty bad.
You went with a 2.
Good.
So you're gonna give this a 3 then?
I'll give it a 4 for if I'm doing it
for
myself. I'll give it a 4.
All right, it's fair.
Yeah,
it's fair. I mean, all right, and you've explained your reasoning.
Yeah,
I think
Guardians of the Galaxy is like a 5 and
it's
beyond.
like a 5.5 out of 5.
Yeah.
All right, so would you say that so the storyline of Gwen Stacy, right, in those movies, do they introduce Mary Jane at all?
They have not yet.
Oh, fuck this. Dude, come on.
I'll tell you what, though. I think she's coming in the next one.
Okay, all right. So, spoiler alert for those who don't know anything about the Spider-Man. Gwen Stacy dies in a tragic death, and Spider-Man returns to Mary Jane. He's with Mary Jane, kind of. They don't really date. They date in the 60s way of dating. Where they're just like, hey, we're pals and we go to study hall together.
Yeah.
That type of dating, you know.
Well, I guess I'll throw in a... Well, no, you haven't seen it.
So Gwen Stacy's dad also dies. And he hates Spider-Man. And, that comes across in the first movie.
Until the end, when he...
Well, yes, of course, because he's redeemed. Because for some reason, they decided to kill him off in the first movie. That's a character that's a recurring character.
The timeline is going pretty quick here. I'll say that much.
So you're saying Gwen Stacy dies in this movie?
I'm not saying that.
She dies. Adam?
I will neither confirm nor deny.
Oh, come on. I'm looking it up.
Go ahead if you want.
I will. So anyway, so you like that. Anything else you watch?
Trying to think if there's anything else I watch. Oh, yeah, well, other than Trailer Park Boys Season 8. No.
Oh, fucking yeah.
Yeah, I know.
You like it?
Yeah.
It was fucking good.
It was great.
I can't believe how good that was.
It's like there was no break at all.
Yeah.
It's like the 7 years where they did hardly anything didn't happen.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And you know what? You know what's even better? They have they're working on season 9, and they had 10 and 11 down the pipe.
Season 9's not even being worked on. It's already finished filming.
Oh, that's right, because it's coming out in March.
Yeah.
Like, not even that. Oh God, if they do 2 seasons a year.
Yeah.
Oh,
They're not doing another season this year though.
Well, I mean, they're doing it in March though. It's like 5 or 6 months.
Yeah. Well, and not to mention the movie is already out in Canada apparently, and
What movie?
The Trailer Park Boys movie, Don't Legalize It or whatever.
Oh, I didn't even know that was happening. That's
It's
good.
already was filmed before the series.
Oh, really?
Yes. And
Why didn't they put that out before that then?
Adam, if you want a treat, have you
Yeah.
heard of SwearNet?
Yes.
So if you go on SwearNet, you can see behind the scenes of filming season 9.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I'll just say that it's a lot of it's half in character. So it's kind of fun to watch, and because they're going around on set, but it's also in a trailer park.
Yeah.
And a lot of the characters they're interviewing act as characters. I don't know. It's weird. It's fun though.
I checked out a Reddit AMA they did this week too, and from what they say, they're half in character basically all the time now. I was like,
yeah, no, totally.
That's basically them. I mean, they're not that bad, but yeah, they are. And I guess somebody asked me why they finally got around to doing more now, and I guess they actually ended up buying it from
from Showcase, the
it's theirs
channel.
now. Yeah,
yeah,
and that's why there wasn't more being created because I also heard there's a lot of fucking bad shit that went down during the first 7 seasons.
Oh really? Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah,
I guess they were having a lot of trouble getting funding for it,
and crew and cast were treated kind of shittily.
Oh yeah, I know. There was basically if you weren't one of the creator type people, you basically
Yeah.
got nothing.
Yeah, totally.
And it was but if people kept doing it because they love doing it,
Right.
And
But that's awesome now.
Certain people left.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson
Yep.
left. Trevor.
Yeah, I read his interview. That was pretty
It just
rough.
didn't. Yeah, I know. It just didn't work out. It didn't work out. Corey and Trevor both left, but Corey came back.
Yeah.
Fucking
I guess
great, man.
Trevor's now in New York doing stuff. So.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
I think he was a dancer, so I guess he was still working on. I guess he was doing Broadway stuff. I guess.
Oh yeah.
Backup dancing and stuff.
I do kind of the role that Jacob just kind of filled in there now.
Yep.
So.
I know he's the new lackey. He was before,
Yeah,
but now
yeah.
they have Corey as well, and I love Corey.
And Dawn. Oh my God.
Yeah, those of you who haven't seen Trailer Park Boys, it's all on Netflix. Watch it.
Watch it.
We talk about it. I think I talk about it on our podcast where we talk about our favorite comedy shows.
Yeah,
I'm pretty
yeah.
sure it's in there, yeah. And that is my desert island show. Just watching that 8th season and then finishing it and then looking back through the old episodes.
That's what I've been doing. I've been rewatching it again.
Reading episode titles
Yeah.
Jim Leahy's a fucking drunk and he always will be. And it's if I can't swear and smoke, I'm fucked.
A shit leopard can't
episode-
change his spots.
Episode titles like that and just
Yeah.
this show. I mean, it's so shitty, and greasy and just
Yeah.
awesome. And
It is.
Trailer Park Boys gets 1,000 thumbs up, and the new season is on par. I think was one of the better seasons.
Yeah.
It had a really good arc, really fun side bits with gold, this goldfish, orangey,
Yeah.
and
Oh man.
kind of a good overall plot that all kind of tied the whole season together with kind of a last minute twist and just all sorts of fun stuff and a lot of shittiness.
Yeah.
There was the scene, the Horrorgeddon episode. when everybody, the aftermath scene where there's
Yeah.
just prostitutes laying on like mattresses out in the yard, and
Oh my god.
just watching that, like just the filming of like pan across all that, and I was like, I fucking love this show.
Gary
Just this
Laser Eyes.
greasy destruction. Gary Laser Eyes, the cat, afflicted with crabs.
Crustaceans.
It is not physically possible, as
No.
crabs only attach to humans. That's why you can't get. That's why like animals can't get lice. You know, they're specific to a certain type, and that's why I think cat fleas and dog fleas don't go
Nah, I don't know about that. but
together.
yeah.
They're all specified to a species.
It's all
usually.
evolutionarily like to a specific species. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So yeah. But anyway, yeah, that fucking show is just
Oh, it's
tops. And
incredible.
another great thing about that, you don't think about this, because that show is filmed almost exclusively outside.
Yeah.
It's like an outdoors show. Because they're just out in like yards in the summer every time. You only see the winter during the one Christmas special,
Yeah.
you know, where you see the birth of Ricky's car. the genesis of the fucking beast.
Yeah.
Which, if you've watched the show, he gets this car in season 1 as a gift from Julian, you know, for just when they get out of jail. And he's like, all right, you can fucking live in this car, you know, that I got because I'm getting a new car. So I have this old piece of shit. And it's kind of ratty and run down, but he like spray paints it green, and then it like loses a door, and then throughout like season to season, more and more bad things happen to it. I think in one season, just the back tires are gone, and it's just on rims.
Yeah.
And then this newest season, I forget. No, a giant thing gets dropped through the roof.
Yep.
And so they have to install like a sunroof that's just basically like a window from
It's a
a
window.
wall,
Oh,
like
God.
from a house.
Yeah.
That's on the roof of the car that you can slide open. It's
Yep.
amazing. And oh god, so many in jokes at that show. You know, it's kind of like you know, Arrested Development in that way.
Yeah,
where it's
yeah.
just a lot of little character quirks that are always pretty consistent episode to episode. And
All the Rickyisms.
oh god, oh. There's so many. We're just Ricky character. I mean, I can't. Oh, I'm gonna get a Ricky quote up because it's hard to explain to someone without.
I thought, maybe we could be friends with Benedicts.
I just want to get some sweet quotes because there we
Yeah.
go. Just because, God, there's gotta be quotes here somewhere. I'm on a fucking trivia page and it doesn't have quotes.
Just search Rickyisms.
Is that like a real term?
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Yeah, it totally is. I see. Trailer Park Ricky. Yeah, so instead of I told you so, he says I told you so. Instead of badminton, it's bagminton.
Yeah.
The Beatles are the Beatles. He just doesn't pronounce words correctly.
Yeah.
False recriminations. A scapegoat instead of scapegoat. Documents.
Yep. Yep.
Do unto others as you unto you. Deerts. Oh, that's for saying goodnight to the bad guys. Instead of deer, he says deerts.
Oh, and Rakens.
Decnals instead of decals. Cubic Zarcarbian. Child reports.
Yeah.
A catch-23 situation. A caterpillar. Rakins.
Rakens.
Sipple and Garfuckle. Oh my god, rocket appliances.
Yes.
Refuculate. Oh my god. That's it, man. He's just got his own words.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, fuck, dude. It's just that like. It just the show is basically three characters: Bubbles, Julian, and Ricky, and then Mr. Leahy and
Randy.
of course Randy, like the big five characters.
Right.
And they all just are so. I can imagine this is the most fun to work on. Are just like different people, like characters. Like
Yeah,
they're
totally.
just full out fleshed real people. Like and you get to just be insane. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fucking Pat Roach gets to play, what's his name? Fuck. Why can't I think of his name? Randy.
Yeah.
And he never has a shirt on.
Ever.
Ever. And he's super greasy, sweaty all the time.
A glorious belly.
And he has a giant beer belly. And he just is fucking walking around. And every time he gets into a fight, he has to take his pants off.
Yes.
Because his pants are too tight. He doesn't want them to rip.
Yep.
He doesn't want them to get dirty. And he's just like, just ridiculous shit like that. Or the fact that whenever Ricky approaches any sort of slope, he slides down or falls. Or when there's any sort of small gate, he trips over it.
Yep.
You know, it's just those small things that they do every time. That, like, there's a moment, I think, in this season where Ricky is just, like, yelling and, like, throwing shit, and then he, like, walks and, like, touches, like, a sign on the ground and just falls forward, dumping everything. And it's just, that's Ricky. He just falls over everything all the time. And then there's gun fights all the time.
All the time.
Just... Ricky just pulls a gun out and starts shooting the air sometimes.
He usually gets shot like once a season.
He definitely. Yeah, he got shot this season. I mean, he gets shot it's every season. You know, it's ridiculous.
Yeah,
every time, and it's fun, and it always involves some sort of harebrained scheme that they have to do to like do something like to save the park or to,
usually selling pot.
or to get rich, and it usually involves selling weed in some sort of way. And great show. I can't say good enough. Can't say anything else. It's beloved and good. I think we're out of time, man.
Yeah, I think so too.
Jesus Christ. Really? We didn't even get to anything else.
Yeah, whatever. We had a good full 2 weeks to.
We got to talk about one news item to finish.
Okay.
We're past it.
All right.
The great Icloud debacle.
Oh yeah.
Because it happened while I was down there.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy things happen. Everyone saw this, or everyone heard about it at least. That everybody saw Jennifer Lawrence naked.
A lot of people did, yeah.
Anyone that wanted to. And a bunch of other people I've never heard of, which shows how out of touch I am with pop culture.
Yeah.
I had heard of Jennifer Lawrence and Kate Upton. You know, that's it, really. So, Adam, you put a post up here from Mike.com.
Did I?
Lena Dunham said something, or was this me? This must have been me.
No, I think it was me, actually. But
okay. So this kind of, I guess the internet kind of exploded over it because, you know, these people's privacy had been hacked and it's terrible. And then a lot of people were like, you know, iCloud, you know, if you're going to have naked photos of yourself, you should have them secure because, you know, people are going to hack you. It's going to happen. And it happens all the time, you know. And of course, people shot back, like with, you know, because that is kind of a specious argument as well. It's like saying, you know, well, don't own something because someone could steal it, you know.
Right.
And it's like, oh, well, you shouldn't have owned a TV.
Yeah.
Someone's just going to steal it. You know, why would you own, you know, this priceless painting?
Yeah.
Someone's going to break in and take it. Because, you know, these photos were stolen. I mean, they're not yours.
Yeah.
They were taken. Lena Dunham, of course, tweeted, the don't take naked pics if you don't want them online argument is the same as she was wearing a short skirt. You know, it was she was asking for it. I mean, yeah, somewhat. You know.
Yeah, I definitely see both sides to this thing. She's not wrong, but
I think what she's saying is fine. That's true. I mean, that's true. I mean, everyone's going to have naked photos online, basically. I don't. I never will, because, you know, my body is horrific. But
yeah, same here.
Nobody wants that. It'll turn people off. You know what happened? Like, there'll be the leaked John Danger from Born in the 80s podcast photos, and everyone's like, we're done. That's it. Yeah. We can't do this anymore. You know, maybe I need to now to save people. Because they were just going to be like, it's not worth it, man. Yeah. Like, I hacked this iCloud account. It's just not worth it.
Yeah.
No, but I saw some pretty ridiculous tweets where people were saying, you're sexually assaulting women by looking at these pictures.
Yeah, I don't
I was
agree
like,
with
yeah.
You're certainly invading their privacy.
Yeah.
But
you're not the one that did. It's kind of like rubbernecking at an accident,
yeah.
The curiosity is there. Something happened, and I can blame fucking it's the media. You know what I mean? Like, because you build up these movie stars to be something like they are. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
and you have TMZ like releasing footage from like a drunken bender that they fucking paid $100,000 for some security guard to leak a fucking security cam photo of so and so star like drunkenly falling over a chair or something, and like, oh, we got into their life. This one over on them, and that's what this felt like. It was like, oh, we like I feel like the people that leaked this were like, we got it, we accomplished something, because that's, and I think they literally said the reason why we're leaking these is because we don't want TMZ to get them first. You know what I mean? Because I feel like so what apparently happened was it was some sort of iCloud hacker club, basically, is what it seems like it was.
Yeah.
Or is this underground group of people that had been, through whatever means, guessing passwords, breaking accounts, using social engineering, just hacking iCloud accounts, basically. And it was kind of something they did for fun. It seems like it was something that was being done for sport, kind of. Like, all right, you got this message board online where you're just like, all right, hey, I got a couple new finds. Because there apparently wasn't just celebrities. They were just randomly hacking iCloud accounts. So guess what, everyone? If you're a hot lady and you had naked photos on iCloud, they probably have it, or maybe they don't, but maybe they do. But apparently, they just leaked the famous ones, because they're the only ones that would get any. Or maybe they leaked other ones, but the famous ones were the only ones that really would get
Press.
Press. It's kind of like. That's what it's like. You got to be careful, man. You know what I mean? Like, there is some credence in the argument of, don't. And this is something I've always thought, even before this was leaked, is don't put photos of yourself online if you're not okay with everyone seeing them.
Yeah.
Because it's just the way the internet works, man.
Yeah.
People just leak everything, and even nudity stuff. Like people are like, oh, this is a sexual crime in this situation. And I feel like, these people are victims. It's terrible.
Absolutely. Yeah.
But it's the internet, man. Like, this shit gets out. You know, shit doesn't stay secret on the internet.
Well, yeah, I mean, like, being in a tech field myself,
Exactly.
Definitely, I'm no security expert or analyst, but this is just one of those things where you got to realize nothing is secure.
No, you put it on the internet, people can get to it.
Yeah,
It's just
if
how
it's
it
connected
works.
to the internet, your phone, whatever, it's not safe ever. That's just the world we live in now. And yeah, it's horrible that they, this happened to them. And it's definitely the hackers' faults, not theirs.
Oh, yeah.
But it doesn't. This is also a good time to say that you need to realize if it's on the internet, it's not safe.
Think about it this way, Adam. The whole don't take naked pics if you don't want them online. And she's saying the argument is like she was wearing a short skirt of the internet. And that's not fucking true at all. The analogy here is if someone broke into your house and stole the shoebox of Polaroids that you took, in the 80s, back then, of nude photos out of your house when you were robbed. I mean, you were robbed. You're stolen from.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what's happening. It's not like people are saying the internet is not secure.
Yeah.
Putting something on the internet is not a safe thing. You know what I mean?
And I haven't read a whole lot of the articles on this, so I'm not sure if the security experts were saying, or we're actually blaming them or not. But
well, I'm not blaming them.
That's not what I'm saying. I mean, I don't know if like how I don't know how the security experts were wording it, but what they're saying is truth. It's
it's true in the fact that if you don't do it, it'll never happen.
Yeah,
You know what I
it's
mean?
true
It
in
can't
the
happen.
fact that the only way to prevent it is to not do it. It's the same thing.
And that's and that's the thing, you know, if you got kids, tell them. I mean, point to this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Nobody is safe. If you put that shit on the, internet, I mean, there's like always there's news stories of, girls sexting boys in high school, and the girl is being booked on child pornography because she has an underage photo of herself on her phone.
Yeah.
Like, this is the world we live in now. You know what I mean? Where people, where privacy is going away, basically. Sad to say, it's and I definitely think whoever stole these photos needs to be prosecuted. I don't know if, like sexual assault. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think so. Is it? I don't know.
Well, you have to look at this, I guess. What would happen if it were like an analog photo? Somebody was like maybe a peeping Tom or something like that, and they were taking pictures of somebody.
I think you're right. I agree with that. I can go with, that's right.
It's kind of a similar scenario
100%,
in my mind.
100%. That's equivalent to me. That's like the analog equivalency.
Right.
Like if somebody took a photo of you while you were taking a shower, basically.
And I don't know if there's another...
Whatever crime that is, that's what this should be.
And is there a charge if you distribute those? I don't know.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. And hacking and whatever.
Sure, sure. And they deserve whatever they have coming to them in that regard, for sure.
And then this article that I guess either you or I linked also talks about how it's... people are saying there's a troubling pattern where how female victims are perceived and discussed. And it's not because they're female. It's because... people have been hacked online all the time. You know what I mean? And it's just kind of like, okay, these women were the ones that were leaked because they're hot. They are on magazine covers, and they just are what the guys that found, you know what I mean? It's not I mean, there's fucking nude photos of Justin Verlander because he was with Kate Upton. And he took some naked pictures too. So it's like, it just, if you're, I don't know. It's a fucking mess, and I don't know.
I definitely don't think it
on it
has anything to do with men or women. I mean, it's just a matter of security. You have to know what's secure and what's not, and anything on the internet is not.
And you know what's interesting about this situation? I can hear your fan going off again. What's interesting about this situation is somebody had put a Facebook reply on. I actually want to read Tyler's hyperbolic. Reactionary post on this, which I thought was pretty funny. As someone who is as publicly naked as he is himself, he had an interesting, opinion on this. Let's see what Tyler had to say. Of course, this was like a week ago now, so it was like 800
posts ago
because Tyler likes himself some Facebook. Boy, I'm gonna find it. But anyway, no. Here we go. The recent celebrity nude leaks made me think about how open I live my life. If you ever want to know something about me, chances are you probably heard it on hundreds of hours of the podcasts I've hosted or been on. But I chose to have that in my life. I feel better for it. These people did not. They were wronged by individuals that lack empathy and a moral code. If you didn't see the pictures, just avoid them. These specific photos were taken in private, not meant for the public. And when we choose to find these photos and look at them, we're committing a sexual crime against these women. If the people in the photos want us to see them, it would be another story. But sadly, it's not the case. It's another story of women being adjective, I think he meant objective, for another person's gain, and that's bullshit. I mean, somewhat. Nobody gained anything from this because they didn't sell the photos.
First 3/4 of that.
Yeah, I know.
So
I think it's strong. That's a sexual crime for looking at a photo of someone naked is a bit strong.
Yeah. And
this is interesting. Dom, who's a friend of mine, and he's a bit gruff, but he has an awesome response that is totally something I never even thought of.
I read that, yeah.
I wonder if they were more wronged by the exposed pictures or the culture that attaches shame and embarrassment to anatomy. Half of the deciding the severity of the problem is your emotional reaction to it. Unless you live in a desert where they decapitate women and children. I mean, he's right.
Yeah.
It's just a body, man.
True.
You know what I mean?
True.
Like, fucking 20,000 years ago, everybody was naked all the time.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? Or just wearing skirts.
When
you know?
I try to think of these things, I try to think about, where I would put if it was happening to me. And God knows I'd be mortified if pictures of me naked ended up anywhere on the internet.
Same here.
But
But then I'd be like, whatever, man. That's it. That's my life.
But would I consider anybody who looked at those pictures of me, would I consider them to be sexually assaulting me?
No.
I would
feel wronged by the person that stole them.
I would definitely feel... Yeah, I would definitely feel wronged, and I would definitely feel mortified, but I don't think I would... Anybody who would set their eyes on it.
And I know if I was in that situation, I would feel like I was partially at fault myself for being so careless.
Yeah.
I would, though, because I've always been of the stance, and I've always said I don't put anything on the internet that I'm not okay with everyone seeing.
That's true.
Because sadly, the internet just isn't secure enough. And I think that people, you can't use that as an excuse, like saying these people should have known better. But it's their own fault. It's not their fault this happened,
Certainly
but I think it's their fault for not being, I guess, knowledgeable enough about the internet, I guess.
I don't know how I feel about that kind of stuff because it's natural to me because I'm into tech stuff.
But I mean, it's like the same situation as someone who drives a car per se without having an emergency roadside kit. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, it's not your fault your car broke down, but you also could have done something to be safer. You know what I mean?
That's true. Yeah.
Like, you could have done something, but you didn't. So it's partially your fault, but it's totally out of your hands, too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For the accident to happen. But you also, could have done something to not make it as bad. I don't know. You know what I mean? It's just a situation where it's like, yeah, they're definitely victims, but also if you don't want to become a victim, that you need to make sure that you're secure,
Yeah.
That's it, really. And
well, that's kind of my thing is I don't like it when people attack people who are trying to give good advice on protecting yourself.
Exactly.
Like I think even if you're saying it's not their fault, it's a good idea to let people know how to protect themselves. or
no, I know. You just gotta be safe. And I'm just being real here. This is the fucking sad world we live in. Mm-hmm. This is just the reality of the situation. There are shitty people on the internet that don't give a fuck about your privacy and will leak everything to everyone you know.
Or maybe it's the beginning of a wonderful world with no privacy at all and no one cares. Where everybody knows everybody's secrets, and it's not a big deal.
I would be fine with that, personally. But I'm like Tyler. That's the way I live my life.
Yeah.
I do this podcast. It's an open book. I don't hold things back. I don't edit things out. Because it's bullshit. I don't know. Because I know I'm a good person. And there's nothing I have to hide.
Yeah.
Come at me, bro. Anyway. And then Gamergate happened the week before that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
We talked about that, though.
Oh, the internet. Just a ruination lately.
That's the way it's always been, though.
Nothing good, though. You know what I mean?
No, I think you're neglecting all of the continual good that it does all the time. By making us more interconnected and things work.
It's true, but it's just not good.
Yeah.
Anyway, so it's pretty bad, and be careful out there, people. I know it sucks. But I feel like this is always going to be a situation where if people have nude photos leaked, there's always going to be people saying you shouldn't have allowed that to happen to yourself.
Yeah.
It's something we shouldn't have to say. You know what I mean?
Right.
In a perfect world, that wouldn't be the problem, but we don't live in a perfect world. We live in this one, so sadly, that's just the way it's happening.
Yeah.
That's it. After that, we'll just we'll end the episode.
Okay.
We just don't have time for our thing.
No, I think it'll be okay. Letting that slide for now.
I would like to mention that the mayor of my fair city, Paul Soglin, had a photo that was maybe not leaked, but he put it on his own Facebook page. And there's a cut underneath his eye, and he's got a big black eye.
Yeah.
We had one cat on the bed and one cat down below, and they were fighting. I reached between them over the edge of the bed, just as one cat launched herself to murder the other cat and sliced me below the eye. My mayor was attacked by a cat in bed. And that's your moment of clarity for this podcast. Oh, shit. All right, well, that's going to be it, and we're going to stop the broadcast. And
All right.
probably no one will ever hear this, because I'm sure something will fuck up. And we'll have wasted our time.
Always the optimist.
I am. Hey, we're live. Adam, talk a
right.
bunch. Let's do it audio.
Yeah, I'm talking a bunch. We're talking. There's audio happening. Sound noises being blasted.
Yeah.
Totes.
Yeah.
Toast with
Yeah.
goats.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hey. Does a whisper sound okay?
Yeah, you're hey.
What about you? Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Whoa. Oh my God, Adam.
What?
I can hear it playing on my Google Plus page.
Oh, that you went to the event thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I closed mine out.
Oh, where? No, Help! Oh, here it is. All right, let's be really quiet so I can hear it.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna stop it. Okay, actually, I think it sounds good. We can just go. Because I could hear it back in there, and it sounds fine.
Good.
I mean, if it sounds like shit, we won't do this ever again, but the fact that we're not syncing up really bugs the fuck out of me.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And because it's always off by about, like, 3/4 of a second. Or not even. It's or more than that. It's maybe like 2 seconds. Mm-hmm. We have a viewer. Hopefully that's someone.
It's probably you.
No, I canceled it. I'm out of it. It's probably you. You just muted it.
No, I think I'm...
Well, how can we have a viewer? It's not public.
Maybe somebody stumbled upon it. Who knows?
Oh, God. Well, that water is so good. I've already chugged my entire water that I got for the podcast.
Who podcasts the podcastman?
You. Oh, I know what you're doing. I can hear sounds. I need to close World of Warcraft.
Yeah, that won't help now.
Well, yeah, I know. I kind of did that traditionally. Mm-hmm. Everyone got really sad because I couldn't do the twinking that we do. I'm going to move my mic.
Why couldn't you twink?
Because we're recording.
Oh, well, yeah.
They logged in, they were like, hey, join us, hey, join us. And I was like, oh, sorry.
One of us.
Google gobble. All right, I'm ready.
Mm-hmm.
Episode 150.
Yeah.
I'm fucking tired right now for some reason.
Are you?
Yep, do you see the Evernote?
Nope. I'm pulling it up right now, actually.
Okay, I added a bunch of shit.
Good, because I had nothing.
I know you never have anything.
I sometimes have things.
You even set it up and you don't even put anything in there.
It's not true. I do.
Oh, wait, I'm already in Evernote. I was like looking for it and I already have it.